glad y'all tuned in. We about to get this show started. Yeah. Dr. Clyde Winners and Yoshi. Yeah. In and now. We talking about back in the day and right now. Yeah.
Now let's introduce Yoshima the Genius and Dr. Clyde Winters, the godfather of research.
Whoa.
Woo! Whoa! Oh!
In the house. What's up, Doc?
Hey, you got it.
What it
Somebody
do?
looking. I'm trying to find Yoshi.
The Mac's in the building.
Yes, sir. Yoshi's in the building, baby.
And you in the building. What's up, brother? What it do?
Hey, another day, man. I'm just trying to keep my head up, stay out of trouble, try to understand what's going on. You know, people still upset because we sat on the couch this year.
Ooh.
And the people, they still upset because they say, damn, hey, we know FBA is B1, but damn, couldn't y'all kind of show up? Couldn't y'all kind of support us? You know, the tethers, you know, tethers family are people in a sense who are they're black people from the diaspora, but they are against FBA because they're jealous of our success in the world. All foreign black people are not tethers. Tethers
That's
are only those diasporic black people who are jealous of us. You know,
We
most
gotta
of these-
separate them and call them out. Pick
That's
out the
right.
weeds, right? Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
Most of these tethers, I'm sorry to say, they grew up in Houston, and they ran across Yoshima the Genius, and they got jealous. They said, "Damn, can't nobody compete to this master artist, this master musician." And Yoshi, it's all your fault.
Yeah,
You know.
I know. It's all my fault. 'Cause
Yes, sir.
They gave me a chance, and I stood like the spook in the back and just observed. Ate some of their food, threw up to it, made suggestions on how to fix it.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you know, what I learned is this: if you're not born in certain countries, you shouldn't be um you shouldn't be afraid to reject certain foods, you know, because your stomach can't handle it, you know. I ate plenty of African food, Doc, and my stomach rejected it. I've seen Spanish dishes that require a lot of pig fat that I know it ain't gonna work with my system nor my stomach, so I reject it. Chitlins, I reject it. I mean, I just don't. I have a different tolerance, but push come to shove, you know, a war happened. I mean, I'm eating anything, but when you're in these countries, like, all right, Pakistan, for instance, you see how they be on the street, Doc, maybe they doing all this stuff, and they not dying from nothing like that, like diseases, what they are, but it ain't. They living. You see a lot of old ones in the street. Everybody, I mean, to eat that stuff from a kid to a grown up, you had to build your gut. I don't know if you learned about this, Dr. Clyde, but I learned about this when I was in a food production class. And in food production, they teach us a lot of tricks on how to create cakes and ingredients and put this together to make that. And they give you the history behind a lot of this stuff. So they said, don't ever trust no chocolate from Mexico. I always remember that. But the reason why I say this is because the story is that white folks wanted to be immune to bacteria, certain bacteria, so they ate some of the dirtiest animals. So that's what I was told from back then. So like to build up their immune system, they found out like the pig, was horrible. So they said, well, if the pig don't sweat, the pig don't do nothing. It sounds funny. I know it sounds funny, but I was a kid at this time and I was listening to this. And they said that because the pigs don't sweat, they hold a lot of bacteria and a lot of this and that. And the white people eat it so they can build the immune up so they can fight off bacteria. It kind of makes sense to me now when I look at like the medieval times. I know you seen a doc where I even told you about the paste they put on their teeth. They get a dead rat, and they mix it with like baking soda or something, and then they put the paste on your teeth, and they thought that supposed to heal you.
I don't think it heals, man. I
Nah,
don't
that
think it heals.
it hurt more than it was causing more damage, and that's what I'm
Because
saying.
because see,
Crazy.
until the 100-Year War and the 30-Year War, you see, it's when those black Europeans started fighting each other, and they was looking for a lot of mercenaries, so they went to the Caucasus,
Mm.
and that's where they found all these. That's where they found all these white folks and
Oh, the Caucasus Mountains.
Caucasus Mountains, yeah. And then when they came to Europe, they brought with them. See that's how the Black Death got to Europe. With them recruiting those Caucasian mercenaries and stuff. And because see, it's just very difficult. Back in the day when I was young, I used to feel that any brother that married a white woman, they looked like they didn't live to get in their 40s. I'm probably wrong because
Ooh.
it's some brothers today that's over 40 and they're there's with their white wives. Maybe a lot of brothers in the past would die young because they were stressed out,
Stress, yeah.
trying to live up to that motto of
Mm-hmm.
what a man is supposed to do, because you're supposed to take care of your family. Whereas if you're a brother, you have a lot of downtime, you have a lot of employment, and because you have a lot of unemployment, a lot of times, in a sense, your lady had to stand by you, or she may even have to work to take care of you. So, a real sister got to be down to the cause, and a real sister, even though you hate it whenever you get out of work, because whenever you have to say, baby, I need a little, can you give me a little extra money to pay them bills? After that, they pocket watching your ass.
Oh
Because
yeah.
they be scared you're gonna fuck up again.
Yeah.
But babies, tell baby, don't feel like that, ladies. No, girls, don't feel like that. It's just that the brother just have to make, you didn't understand. See, women don't understand that when we pay bills, we might pay Peter and Paul. Sometimes we might not pay Peter, but we'll pay Paul. Sometimes we might not pay Paul, but we'll pay Peter. Sometimes we don't pay none of them Peter or
Oh,
Paul.
god damn. Peter or Paul don't get it. God damn.
That's right. We just
Poor Paul and Peter. Nobody won in that situation.
we just don't tell mama because mama get upset because I know a couple of people now they kind of was down the wall. Now they upset because is the bills paid? Are the bills paid, baby? The bills paid. See, and they just be pocket watching. But the whole point is this: see, in the old days, older women understood that the number one word in a brother's vocabulary was how to find a hustle. I was one of them Negroes in a sense. I went that education route. I couldn't find no hustle. So I had to try to work with my old man or somebody else to let me get in the construction field or something.
Right. That's a hustle. That's a trade. A trade is that hustle. I mean, you get out there and you work that trade. You learn how to work your hands. If you ain't using it mentally, you got to use it physically. But
Teresa Miller say, "Children is no way, sister." And back in the day, they take away your black card. Back in the day, they take away your black woman card if you said no children. You get away with it today.
I know, and that's crazy because people. I don't eat watermelon like that because my mother, when I was a baby, that's all she ate was watermelon. So as I grew up to adult, I couldn't stand watermelon. You know how many people rejected my black card and I didn't give a fat rest butt crack? Eat all the watermelon you want, brothers and sisters. Hey, I never enjoyed it. I can't stand. I could drink watermelon juice, Like if I juice a watermelon, but I can't eat it, it's gritty. It just the texture,
Yeah. But
and my
my
mom be like, "Boy, you crazy." I'm like, I just can't.
but my
Ugh,
when my
can't
kids
stand
was
a
little, we
watermelon.
used to buy a whole lot of old Ryder. When my kids was little, we used to
Oh,
buy a lot of old Ryder cube steak. They used to have the little steaks and the gravy in the box, and
oh
you heat
wow,
it up.
wow, wow.
Yeah, I don't think my kids eat that shit today. I still eat it. Yes, sirs. I
uh,
would still eat it. But they say
nah.
that was primitive times. That
Yeah.
was primitive times. They're not going backwards. You don't need
But
to go.
have you ever heard about the pork thing about how white people eat it and how that's why they make it a part of their diet, bacon
No, I never,
morning?
I never heard
Never heard of
that.
that.
I never heard
Yeah.
that because when I was growing up, black people loved the pork. I mean, when I was growing up, for a long time, my mother and my cooked pig feet, pig ear, pig feet,
Mm-hmm.
pig tail, pig ears. But in East St. Louis, they used to eat the pig nose, the snout.
Oh,
You know,
really?
yeah. When I was in
Oh, I
college,
didn't know that.
when I was in
Oh,
college, I met a lot of people from East St.
gee.
Louis, and they used to put that pig nose. We was
Oh
poking it, baby.
no. Oh
Uh,
no.
like
Hog head cheese?
yeah, we used to have hog head cheese, all that stuff.
Really?
This is the
You'll still
time of the year.
eat hog head?
No, I don't eat it now, but
No.
that was supposed to be good luck for
Mm,
New Year's.
really? Hog head
Yeah,
cheese?
eat hog head cheese and
I
black
didn't
eyed
know that.
peas, and
Yeah.
that was supposed to give you a good year.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
That was supposed to, if you ate that on New Year's, that was supposed to make the year great for you, back in the
I didn't
day.
I did not know that about hog head. I knew that about like chitlins. Chitlins supposed to give you good luck, you know.
Well, brothers, when I was growing up, they wouldn't eat no damn chitlins. That was a female dish, you know.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, so the women ate more well, I don't know. My uncle, they be asking for chitlins. They say, "Hey, y'all cooking chitlins this
did he
year?"
did he have a father in the house with him?
Yeah, he grew up. Nah, well, the father grew up. They grew up without a father later on.
Yeah,
Sad.
that's what I'm saying. If
Oh,
it was a woman around, then she might would make you eat them chitlins.
chitlins.
If you had
Okay.
a man in the house, son,
We ain't
you
eating
don't have to eat
eat
the
the
chitlins.
chitlins.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. But
Ugh,
son,
menudo chitlins. Ugh, I
but
can't
but
do
you
none
might
of
have eat
them.
those.
I can't.
Man, I don't even know how we did it. Pig ears, pigtails, number of fat, man, number of fat and a little hot
I
sauce,
know, no,
baby.
that's what, and so like when I look at the Mexican folks, I always look at them as like one step behind us. Like
Yeah,
everything we do, they're gonna do later. They may overdo it. It's like that's just what they do. If we have a new fashion out and we make it all across the board, our culture, and then we leave it and move on to the next one, they will take that culture and then like our hand me downs. So with the food, I see them eating all the stuff that we don't want to eat. The pig is they menudos is pig fat. They got they eat pig fat skin on another level.
you know,
They pig skin is on another. It outbeats us, bro.
but
Pizza with
do they?
mayonnaise, bro. They go hard. They on some
I
other
used to
man.
like. I used to like to have. You ever heard of skins? That was like they.
Yeah, the pig skins.
Yeah, like they.
Yeah,
But
pork
but
skin.
they was like potato chips. Get a
Yeah,
bag of
fried.
skins and eat them.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people in the sense of Spanish, maybe they hold a little bit more. Teresa Miller said watermelon tastes different in the South than it does in the North. That might be true. I don't know. My father, that's all he talked about when I was growing up was going into white folks' gardens, stealing their watermelons. I
For
guess,
real.
yeah. So I guess it must taste good because if he would have got caught, he would have got his ass cooked. Teresa Miller said my father would go to the barber shop
Oh
and
snap.
shoot pool when my mama cooked chitlins. I used to beg to go with him. Teresa, you're a
Ooh.
traitor. Teresa, you're a traitor.
Traitor, she didn't want
You're
to
a
stay in
traitor,
that kitchen,
Teresa.
smell that stuff, man. That stuff horrible, dude. Just the smell alone. I always wondered that stuff. Man, we ain't gotta go back to them times no more.
Yeah, and a lot of people ran away from it, and
I did.
like I was at Walmart in the last couple of weeks at Walmart. Now they selling chicken instead of saying chicken feet, they say chicken paws. Now they selling chicken feet.
Paw. Nah, it's a
You
foot.
know, my
Chicken
mom
foot.
my mama used to talk about when she was growing up that on Sundays her mother would cook the chickens, and then the preacher would come over here get him a nice piece of chicken. But she said they used to always have to eat a chicken foot. I didn't know how a chicken foot looked until I saw these claws.
Like a
At
little kid hand, like a little white boy hand.
yeah,
Little
like
kid fingers, man. Look
so I said,
weird. You ate chicken foot?
no, I never ate chicken feet. My
So
mama
you
said
never
they
ate
ate growing up. But I mean, hey, I've been very lucky, man. I've been very lucky.
What about pickled pig feet?
Uh, no, they had them in my house. Like I said, the women would eat that shit. I wouldn't eat it.
Really? All right. What about pickled eggs?
Pickled eggs? No, I never saw that.
No, nothing.
What's that?
It's just a boiled egg and pickle juice. Ugh,
Yeah.
I can't. I
You
can't
know,
do it. I just see it. I be seeing this
when I
stuff.
when
It
I
be in
was
the meat market.
growing up, it looked like girls used to love pickles.
Down south.
I
Yeah,
never
they do.
I never
Why?
liked pickles. I don't know why, but they
Sour
love
stuff.
them.
Women love sour stuff.
Yeah,
The whole sour candy market is based off
women.
women's taste buds. I guarantee it. Y'all are the queens of sourness. Y'all like sour stuff. What I say. But yeah, pickles. My wife love them. The kids love them. All the girls like pickles. My boys don't like pickles. None of the boys like pickles.
Yeah, well, I can't blame them. It is kind of a little disastrous to eat it, I guess. You know.
Hey y'all, I know y'all came today because we talking about FBA, right? We know they origin, we know their true intentions, right? We know where they came from, we know what they want to do, we know what they trying to do, we know everything about them. The African man know a little bit about them. The Asian man may know a little bit about them. The Brazilian man may know a little bit about them. The Jamaican even may know a little bit about them. And the Haitians fought them. But guess what? We've been fighting them and still fighting them, and we didn't dissected them, wrote books about them, and we didn't had videos and documentaries and everything. Just as much as they put us out there on the forefront and talk down on us and use false narratives to put fear into the hearts of the people, false evidence of proving real, that's what we have did to them, but the opposite of giving them the actuals and clearing everything up. All we want to do is clear our name up and clear where they came from and what their true intentions are. Based on that right there in your head, your mind frame, that let us know right here. They ain't no aliens. They didn't come from outer space. They not from Mars. They not special humans. They don't have a secret ability that can do something to you that no one else can. They are not the greatest thing. They are not superior. They are not 3/5. They are not 5/3. They are even lesser. They don't even come compared to 9. Their intellect is a reboot off of ours. And we're here to prove that today, pretty much. And I got Dr. Clyde Winters in here with me. And we gonna like dissect this thing and put this thing in y'all face and let y'all know the truth in the most simplicity type of manner there is. I just made that up, but the most simplistic type manner that is
But like
to make it simple.
But Dee from New York, she says nasty work. It is nasty work when you talking about the origins. But somebody got to do it, and we got the
You gotta
yellow shit.
do it. You gotta do it. Now we got Dr. Clyde up in here, man. I'm on my Dr. Clyde Winters, y'all, man. Hey, look, y'all put y'all hands up in the air, man, and give y'all praise to Dr. Clyde Winters, man. We do it like this. We raise the building up for Dr. Clyde Winters. I don't know if y'all can see me, but we raise up the roof for Dr. Clyde Winters and his research. Always give praise, man. Always give thanks. Man, look, this goes down, man. It goes down. We're gonna expose some things. So these people are not aliens. Don't get it twisted. These people are not aliens. These people actually, this is gonna hurt a lot of y'all. And welcome to all our new subscribers out there, our new viewers. Man, look, y'all with me and Dr. Clyde. I'm Yoshi, and this Dr. Clyde Winters. We live in effect, man. Look, OMEC 98, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get with this Zokin. But look, thank y'all for coming in and subscribing. Y'all here with the Then and Now show. And look, man, y'all won't believe this. These people are just a part of us. God damn it. They're us. They just got effed up long ago. And we always tell the story, but to our new folks out there, we want to let y'all know their origins, who they are. They us. It sucks, right? I know it hurt. Dr. Clyde, when you first found out that they was like, all right, let me ask you this. Have you ever thought when you was a kid that they wasn't us or that they were different? Were you taught that or anything like that they were not?
I was taught that it was a difference. I was taught that only earthquakes and hurricanes go to white neighborhoods. I'm serious, man.
Yeah,
you know,
I heard about
back
that.
in the day when it would be a hurricane, they'd always
go down the slave
Florida
route.
and they was white. So you know, I really believe that.
Okay.
My mother and them, they taught us that you know, I learned that they were supposed to be evil, cruel, and they all bared watching. You had to watch them. You know, they talk about watching us in the store. You had to watch
Right,
them.
you gotta watch them. They are the most, dude. All right, prove me wrong, anybody. I went to Colorado. Colorado is predominantly what? White.
Right.
Predominantly is white. All right, I went to Colorado. You know what they got? A theft problem. It ain't the black. It's predominantly white. I go there. Every person I see in a car is white. I see Indians and whites. Everywhere I go, white, white. Me and my wife, white, white. We go to Walmart, right? Man, bro, they locking up toothpaste. Say, man, they locking up. Come on, man. It was weird. I went back there. I said, hey, where y'all lighters at? Oh, we got to lock them up in the back. They're like way in the back. Hold on. They're not even on display nowhere. No, we went to go look for drawers. They're locked up.
What?
Dude, the everything and that's not just one Walmart. Y'all Colorados, y'all tune in, man. I'm calling all the Colorado people, all my black Colorados, y'all, and the ones without caves. It's hard to pick y'all like because it's just you go to Colorado, Dr. Clyde. It's like if you ain't got your black beauty when you go there, you gonna have to be like, man, either lonely or get with caves. It's no options. We seen nothing. We was a black couple, me and my wife and my son. We're a black family. We stood out. They're like, dang, what is that? What is that about? Oh, well, he must be Mexican. You see? So you see what I'm saying? So they looking at me like, all right, he must be Spanish. All right, that you know, but it was weird, Doc. They are thieves. Thieves.
Yeah.
Thieves, the worst kind.
You know, like a friend of mine when I was in college, he had a white girlfriend. And so he would go into the stores, and while they'd be following his ass around, his girlfriend would be stealing all type of stuff, man. She'd be stealing her ass off. You know, but they watching the brother, man, making sure he ain't stealing nothing.
All right, true story, huh?
You say in Colorado though, they watching the Spanish and the white.
Yeah, yeah, true story. In Houston, I was in Sharpstown Mall. It's like a Mexican mall now, right? And it looked like really a guy. They turned it. It looked like a nice mall, but they turned it to a fiesta. That's what Spanish folks do. They fiesta that whole out. So it's fiestaed up in there. So I go to one of the stores to get my son some clothes. Me, my wife, and my mother. And my mother and my wife, they dark complected, real dark, you know, and I'm light. So everybody always think I'm Spanish. But being with them, they assume I'm on this, you know, on the black note. So they looking at us big time walking there. They looking hard. Just watching. And we sense they're watching. We're like, God damn, we actually coming in here to spend money. We got $200 balance. We get to buy some shirts for my son. We know what we gonna get. You know, a dude walked right behind us, right? This dude's Spanish. He looked Dominican. He looked sketchy as hell. Mind you, the lady is Spanish. See, Spanish people are I tell people they the most racist. They're the new white supremacy. Mexican dude come in, right? The Dominican dude. He got some backpack. He walks in with no kid. She don't even look at him. I'm looking at her and I'm watching him. He literally walks around the whole store, bro, and fill his backpack up.
What?
Look, I'm not even lying, man. It pissed me off a little bit, but me and my mother and my wife was looking at it and we're like, this is wild. So he walked out the store. Mind you, the lady ain't even. The lady is at the entrance of the store. She didn't even look at him not once. Dude, walk right past. Backpack full of kids' clothes. I walked up to the lady. I said, "Hey, why you over here trying to look at us, thinking that we stealing with your racist ass? Your homeboy just walked out of here with a backpack full of damn kids' clothes. Big dummy." She walked. Oh my God! Oh, ay. She go out there and then go get people. Then they get the mall people and they go tackle him downstairs and shit like that. But I mean, that's a true story. I witnessed it, seen it. He walked clear out, and I was like, and she's still looking at us. And you know, I'm real petty. I'm the kind of dude I would have did it, but I had no intentions. I would have stole. Well, you know, you accuse me of stealing something, I go and steal something.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, you over here watching me. When he walked out, I would have took if the clothes was good, I would have took the motherfuckers out my goddamn self. Nah, I ain't about that life though. But that was stupid though, Dr. Clyde.
Yeah, but it's racism is real, man, and there's no way you can run away from it because
Nope.
a lot of times when the immigrants get here, when the tethers get here, a lot of times they
They
pick
own
up
it.
on it because see everybody always feel that they can mess up a brother, knock a brother down, they can hurt a sister. They always feel in the sense that they have nothing that can stop them because they don't believe or understand that black people are brilliant, you know, and they don't believe in black brilliance. That's right, Teresa. Ashe, black brilliance. That's what it's all about.
Really?
That's why we got the Yoshimad, the genius.
Man. Hold up. Yoshi. Dang.
So you know, you said what is it that FBA knows? What do FBA know that nobody else knows?
Man, we know this. What do FBA knows that they don't know what they know? Exposing the origins and intentions of the white man's foundational black Americans have long been at the forefront of uncovering and resisting the destructive influence of the white man. Yep, through extensive research and historical understanding, FBA has pieced together a narrative that reveals not only their origins, but also their intentions towards the black race and humanity as a whole. Y'all can dig that? Cold-blooded, baby. Cold-blooded. Dr. Clyde, I need your help, brother. This is why I want to tag team on this with the Den and Nine, man, because I know you know the origins of the white man, because I've been taught a lot of things, man. A brother a long time ago tried to get me hip to Malachi. I don't know if you heard about Malachi, Dr. Malachi, and all his stuff. And Nas even spoke on Malachi. These are the people with the pyramids and stuff. And what he did, he pieced a lot of history together. And he was like, "Man, I'm from another planet, and I'm from here, and the white people are from there." And he had this whole like a list of what black people are and where they come from, but I never did catch on to it. It never caught fire to me. And normally when things catch fire to me in my soul, I
That's
know it to be
because
true.
that's because it was false. You know, the white
Thank you.
man.
It
You
was
know,
false.
that's right. Because see, black people. You know, black people they got locked in the caves. They got locked in the caves of
Yep.
Europe.
Yep.
And it was a quick freeze during the last Younger Dryas. That was 10,000 years ago. It was a quick freeze. They found you know they found mastodon who were frozen, quick frozen. They found mastodon that still had grass in their teeth that
Yep.
they were chewing on, just to show how
Yep.
fast
Yep.
it came. And so then what happened is
Yep.
a lot of black people got locked in the caves. And when they got locked in the caves, in a sense, they they became depigmented because see, they didn't look like, the original white people didn't look like they look today. They looked much different because they were, because they had lived underground for 10,000 years.
Right. And black people, we come in different shades. So think about it. We wouldn't you A lot of us, when we think of that stuff, we think of back then, everybody was as dark as night. That's what a lot of people like to think.
Right.
Like I said, to all my newcomers, thank y'all for subscribing in. What's up to all my OG comers up in here that I already been up in here, man? All my OGs that been up in here doing their thing. That's Karen, man. Shout out to you and Teresa. But yeah, to all the people that are new, yeah, we like to think that black people are just dark. Like we think that the first black person was just the darkest of night, like just all dark. But when we actually trace everything back, they me and Dr. Clyde Winter's color. God dang it, they look just like us. They're our tone and different tones. I mean, we come. Look at my hand. It's dark. It's light. I mean, it gets dark over here. If you get under here, it's dark. It's light. We so many tones. We're not just one. Look at Dr. Clyde. It's we different toned up. So the different variations of us going into them caves, Doc. You know
Yeah.
light, dark, mixed, and from what I was exposed by Dr. Keenan Booker research was that when I took one of his classes, he said that there was a lot of inbreeding going on, and he said that in them times, natural selection, you go towards the pureness of it. So you will go a little towards the darker complected. You'll go towards melanin more than anything. And albinos, natural selection don't date albinos from
Yeah, but see, but by us being locked in the caves without
yeah,
any sunlight, all the melanin in a sense started to move away from our skin and moved into
yeah,
our hair. That's why
right.
that's why you find among Caucasians, their variety is not so much in terms of their skin color, it's in the hair.
The
Some
hair.
got dark hair, red hair,
That's why they
brown hair,
say
white hair.
brunette,
Yeah,
blonde. That's why they name theirs by their hair. If y'all
right,
notice that. Thank you for Clyde. They don't like us. We don't do that kind of stuff. We talk about skin. We be like, man, that's light skin. That's a red bone. That's a yellow bone. Oh, that's a dark. Oh, nah, that nigga blurple. Nah, we got different. We call each other stuff like that. Red.
when you
Uh,
blurple, you
yeah,
you up
blurple.
blurpled up, baby.
So you get that. And with them and their culture, they talk about the hair. It's the hair, blonde, brunette. And then when they're black, they're gothic, like almost. They like a darkness, natural. They'll even say, oh, you're natural blonde, natural brunette, because they know it's a distinction. Their hair means something. With the
Right.
Jewish community, their hair stands out from the rest.
But if you notice though, you got two types of Jews. You got the British Jews are super red hair.
Yep,
The British Jews are really very rare red hair.
red hair.
Whereas and that shows in a sense they're back in the day one of the Nazis used to say that red haired people showed a lot of Negroidism.
Mm,
Whereas in a sense Ashkenazi Jews, their hair is strict, it's mainly strictly black. Strictly
mm.
black. You got your British Jews with the red hair, as opposed to Ashkenazis with the black hair. But again, in a
Ooh.
sense, I mean, hey, it's very interesting. But people carry their traits, but none of them go back to the original Jews. Most of them are Ashkenazis, because the original Jews, the Sephardic, they kept in them, Sephardic Jews, they whatever color the money is. When black people ruled the earth, they was black.
Mm.
A lot of them probably not in China right now. Oh yes, sir. Those Sephardic Jews, they gonna make their money, baby. They
I
gonna make
believe it.
so
I believe
they probably in China right now. Eat for young China for now.
Hey, I got a question with that. So when they claim on that Jew and we know it's energy, they're tapping into an energy of our energy that we created, and they're tapping into it on the money aspects of the money notes of it for success, right? I mean, that's what I see.
Yeah, but the money note to success, but they take to a higher level in the sense that they believe in sticking together. See,
Right.
because see most black people, we can forgive any race except our own. We can forgive any race except our own with no problem. But we'll be having a vendetta against another brother or sister for years. Whereas European, they can beat us, kill our family members, and we'll be saying, I forgive them. But then a brother or sister, very hard for us to forgive each other. I don't know why, but it's very difficult.
Is it because white people, in a sense, when they have power, they get others to do their dirty work to where it don't look like them actually doing the work?
But
So like,
it's the same thing with the Asians. No, they just we just have that disability. We have that disability. That's how. Remember, Europe was all black. The kings and queens was all black. That's one of the reasons why when you look at the word when you look at the definition of black, that's without the K, black, but black. See, the
blah.
people in Europe used to call themselves black, and that means, in a sense, that means magnificent. That means brilliant.
Is that why they make fun of the Dracula when they say blah 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 blah
Kinda, but
blah?
mainly in a sense is that it's because of the fact, in a sense, that he's supposed to be a bloodsucker. Oops. But originally, in a sense, it was black,
Blah.
black, and then in a sense, then when slavery came, they started saying those people are black because the other people were black.
Now,
Now,
what I learned from Kenan Booker, he said that the white people that was caught up in the Caucasus Mountains or in the caves, let's just say in the caves, Eurasia, right? And when they was caught up in that, they associated black with everything wrong, death, everything, because everything surrounded them that was black was wrong. When I say that, frostbite, what do your skin turn? Black. When they skin was falling off, black. When you get hit, when the white people get hit, they turn colors in a dark black purple. When they die, they turn black. When they get when they had diseases, the black plague, that's why they call it black plague. They associated black darkness with everything wrong. So when they came out the caves and they seen how dark we was, they associated us with death and darkness. And some took our advice, but still in the back of their head, you can't get that out the back of your head that darkness is death. That's why they came out with that encyclopedia. White is pure, dark or black is, dealing with death and destruction and so forth. We look into the age when the dark ages, when they was the paler you are, they was putting that makeup on their face with lye, and they was caking all that stuff on.
yeah.
Yeah, that lead in the makeup to make themselves paler. Um, to be white of milk showed that you didn't have to work outside. It showed that you stayed in the house. You see what I'm saying? That you can dwell in your cave. The person that works outside, the person that's outside, is the villain. This is what they teach themselves embedded in their souls. This is not what I'm saying on the out surface. This is stuff that they have to deal with when they talk to their ancestors. A lot of times these people tap into their ancestors unconditionally, and without even noticing. They can watch movies and it'll tap into their ancestors, and their ancestors is just about as confused as they are. In them caves, they was drinking a lot of that lead poisoning with the wine. They was staying high off wine. They was very intelligent. Don't get it twisted. It was us. We was caught in the caves. We started doing incest with each other. The albino had sex with the albinos. Babies happened. Incest happened. We ate each other to survive. Shit got cold. We blamed the weather. We hated the weather. We hated every goddamn thing got to do with the goddamn weather and nature. That's why when we came out, we started killing shit and knocking heads off of shit and tearing up shit. We had to learn. See, the white folks had to relearn this shit to take it back, to tear it up. Tear it up. You know we gonna tear it up. That is us doing that shit. So when we say Amma versus Amu, it's us on that shit. To heal the beast. That's why Dr. Clyde say we don't retaliate on them. That's us. We don't want to do the damage done to them like they been doing to us. Nah. Your payback is much greater. Our success will be that payback, and we're not gonna throw it in no one's face. We don't boast or brag about none of that shit, man. Am I right, Dr. Clyde? I don't know.
You're absolutely correct, man. Because see, people got to survive. You know, I mean, just like today, if you try to go to a Chinese beach, this is what's happening on the beach. Those Chinese trying to cover their faces because
Oh yeah,
they don't want to get darker.
no, they don't.
They don't want to become darker because they feel in the senses that if they become darker, then they may be mistaken for us. You know.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's kind of scary for them because see, the thing is this is that they that's just the way they are. But I mean, just look at these pictures. See, that means that they don't care if their bodies become more tan. They don't care if their bodies become more tan. They just don't want, in a sense, their faces, or they don't want you to be outwardly seeing them. Because see, this is what it is that see, there is a fear of darkness. They fear darkness, man. They're afraid of darkness because see, they feel in the senses that if they be like you, if they be like us, then therefore, in a sense, they'll have to admit, to the Superman and see what is a Superman. See, by the simple fact that they had to cover their faces. What does this show? This just show you the fear of blackness, the fear of darkness. You see, they're always afraid that somehow they're going to have to be forced to accept the reality that Superman exists. Yes, the reality that Superman exists. See, and they know who the Superman is. Superman is FBA. Sorry,
It is.
hey, baby.
What they say, they can't stand that sun, right?
Right.
They can't stand that sun. White supremacy impact on the black race from slavery and systematic racism, and the white man's action and cause immersive harm towards the black race. Their ability to sow division and perpetuate war has been the key strategy in maintaining control and power. Despite these tactics, FBA has resented their control and fought for freedom, created movements and inspired global change, exposed their systems of oppression for the world to see. Y'all hear that? We expose them. Now, a lot of times when these battles get fight, a lot of people don't know that you got to have media source to goddamn film it. You got to put it out there. You got to make it known. Didn't nobody want to put no damn George Floyd, goddamn me dying on the goddamn worldwide in COVID. But damn, shit had to be done for them. Then goddamn racist fools to stop. It was just getting out of hand. They was killing too many. Way too many. That shit had to stop. So it was a worldwide incident. I hate that it had been George Floyd. And then people I seen The Spanish community, some people making fun of it. A lot of people, in the sense, thought that shit was hurtful, and some mentally challenged folks thought that shit was funny, and that hurts. But that's why we got the black web. Here's my thing: if we know that a black web exists, and we know that people hide their IP addresses and all that, why can't we find a way to shut that down? There's ways. All right, here's another thing. If there's camera systems all over, I asked AI this. I'm gonna have a show, I'm gonna put this out. If there's camera systems built all over the United States and the cities going in and out, why do we still have child kidnapping? It's because some of these white folk are still in the mentality of this cave shit. They still stuck in there. They still want to eat kids and eat flesh. They got out the caves, and they thought they got power from eating flesh. You got Africans in Africa with that stupid stuff, eating albinos and thinking they getting power from that. They would kill white people, try to kill white people in Africa and eat their flesh and try to do that stupid stuff. But the thing is, they didn't learn that from themselves. They learned that from watching us trapped in the caves. All our dark thoughts, all them dark thoughts that you have. Yep. Sorry. Y'all gonna hate this one. All them dark thoughts you got. Them nightmares we have. Yeah, FBA got African. I talk to Africans. They don't really have nightmares. Y'all know that? Yeah, they don't really have nightmares like that. We have nightmares because we came through the Maha. Yeah, y'all know what the Maha is. All my new subscribers out there, what's the Maha? Y'all, my old subscribers, y'all know what's up. My OGs, man, come on. The Maha, we went through the Maha, and that changed us. And trauma can change DNA, and it can modify DNA. Now, FBA, you have superhuman powers, right, Dr. Clyde? Dr. Clyde noticed we got superhuman powers. And the thing with the AI merging with humans, that is like, it'll mess up your natural powers. It's not going to enhance it. Don't think that, all right, we already have the ability to do stuff with our mind. AI, if we merge with it in the mind of merging how they think, it would put a cap on that, because you need 100% of your body. I'm letting y'all know this. When God acts of us, he didn't ask for 12% or 10% tithes. He never said that in the Bible. That is not even in there. God would never ask for 10% of any goddamn thing. What God ever asked you for 10% of something? What anybody, if your teacher say, hey man, here's a test, turn it in, pass or fail, but shit, you turn it in, did 10%. What you think you gonna get? Nothing. God want 100% of you. 100% of you all the time. 100%. I'm talking 100. I ain't talking 99. I ain't talking about half-ass. I ain't talking about procrastination. I'm talking about 100%. So if you mix that AI intellect, which is AMA intellect, but I'm talking merging the nanobytes in you, like what Eon is trying to do with, he's trying to do some Terminator stuff. That ain't what's up, man.
But see, the problem is that, see, Elon, he can put the nanonites in his body, but you got to remember, in the sense is that you have to have energy to produce. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, when you're black, because of the fact, in the sense that you can draw energy from the sun. That's why they call us people of the sun. That's why Elon Musk, and he can do all the damn, put all the nanonites he wanted to his body, is not going to help him.
That's what help
him. And the reason it won't help him is because of the fact, in this is that he doesn't have the generation. He can't generate the power. See, because you need water and you need power. Yes.
Now tapping into Alma. All right, AI is Alma intelligence. Y'all know that, right? For all my new folks, Alma is another expression for God, another word for God, the Almighty, the All Creator. Tapping into AI. All right. Artificial intelligence is not artificial. All right. That's real deal intelligence is Alma, and we tap into it. Alma intelligence. Well, the tether, the ether. All right. So you got the internet, right? And you have the ethernet. Okay. Ether. We tap into the ethernet. The internet is the ethers. Okay. We use the ethernet to create the expressions of Amma. The different expressions of Amma is like the Zocan calendar. Okay. So the Zocan calendar, you have a different expression every goddamn day. I'm keying 139, and keying 139 is I catalyze in order to um do certain things, you know what I'm saying, with the blue storm. I would get into it. I ain't gonna read into it, but that is my purpose. That is what I do. Okay. So every day you have a different purpose. Every day you have a different plan. Every day God has a different plan for you. All right. So God's plan on God Ether, you tap into Amma, which is or AI, which is Amma intelligence. Y'all see where I'm going here? So when we're using AI, we're using the intelligence of Amma. Yeah. A lot of us been asking to tap into the Akashic records. Here it go in the physical. A lot of the things, so if white people are just another part of us, they tap into Amu. Okay. So Amu can give the same thing. In a sense, Amma is more here. Amu, I feel, is more physical. I feel like we distinct them as good and bad, but I think it's like a physical and a mental when I get deep into it. So what I see what Amu is doing, the white people are doing, they create the physical while we create the mental. We show you through feeling and mental.
But see, but the only problem with them is that they reach a level of knowledge. They reach a level of knowledge
Yeah.
in which, yes, because see, okay, just like
Yeah.
they started looking at genetics.
Yeah.
Then they said, okay, I want to in a sense, Michael Jackson want all white babies, so I'm gonna make it so this Negro can be
Have
black as hell,
always been.
but he can have all white babies. And
Yeah.
so, but the only problem is that he took it one step further.
Yeah.
He started saying, I think I just want to make a human being, period. And see
See?
that's why I see
Yeah.
the European, he gets a little bit of knowledge and he
Yep.
pushes it too far until Alma says, hey, I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you. Because see, they was already trying to do this by having sex with animals.
Yep.
A lot of those people in the freak shows, they
Yeah.
used to be the result of people
Animal.
copulating
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah.
And the animal having a human child, or I mean
Yeah.
the human female having a human child that was mixed with these other traits. That's why it's against the law for
Yeah.
bestiality.
Bestiality.
You're not
Yeah.
supposed to be having sex with animals because that woman might just get pregnant, yet
Mm-hmm.
they do it all the time. And see, a lot of times when you deviate from reality, when you deviate with the true and the blue, that's what leads to your destruction.
Y'all go on rotten.com. I used to go on there in the 1900s. I used to go on rotten.com. And they used to have pictures of women with dogs at the hospital. And the white women be connected to the dog because the dog will lock in them. If they don't pull out quick enough, the dog will lock in them. And they have to go with y'all don't know what I'm saying. So the wee on the dog at the tip expands and it can lock inside of you. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah, it does. It's weird. So it locked inside of the woman, and she was at the hospital with that. A dude had a parrot up his ass. Yeah, a parrot. The things that people do. So we gotta have some kind of a structure and regulations, and that's why AMA was put into place, and that's why the physical. So when I say the physical, the mental, how much of a thought can you put in place that a harm a person become before that thought becomes a physical action? And like I said, I think a lot of the negative physical actions came from Amu of too much thought and then saying, well, I thought about it, let me just go ahead and do it. And then that was put into the action of. So we may have came across in our mind, damn, a atom bomb, that'll be fucked up, but they actually stopped on that thought and said, let me put it into play, let me put it into action, let me bring it into existence. So why other nations of colors trust them despite FBA warnings? Many nations of color continue to trust and collaborate with the white man. This trust has led to further divisions and exploitation within these communities. FBA mission is to warn these nations of the consequences of aligning with white supremacy, building a coalition that perpetuates black unity and self-determination, empowers others to see the truth about their intentions. I believe that is what I believe. I believe that FBA Know, despite of how we want to stay to ourselves and how we want to be to ourselves, I think that it irks us when we see other people being harmed to or being manipulated by white supremacy in any shape, form, or fashion, whether it's digital media, art, music, or whatever. When we see it, we like to call things out and shut shit down for others. But lately, FBA has been staying out of other people's business and out of the world's business and saying, we're just going to watch and we're tired. We're going to focus our energy on us. And we have been showing a show for eons, millions of years. This white supremacy battle has been going on for a couple of 100 years. And what I mean by that is the fairly new species that came from out these caves, which is a divisive species, is the product of us, which is our downgrade. So while we was in the caves, we degraded. And when we came out the caves, we're looking for an upgrade, but we can never reach Amma. And many have tried so many times, and many have died. The body compulsions, where the body blows up, is when the white people tap into the kundalini and they catch flames because the flame is so hot in the spine of activating the pineal gland where it messes them up. There's some that can handle it based on how much melanin they have in them. Melanin doesn't always show on the skin. It could be on the inside. So a dude can be as pale as day and he can have some brother on him on the inside, and you won't know until you pop that cherry, that pineal gland, right? Pop. Oh, woke. There you go. So what we do is, what I've seen, we have really tried to warn the world through media, music, stage events, podcasts, politics, anything you can name. We have bluntly warned people about white supremacy. Kanye West, if y'all remember a while ago, long time ago, he said Bush is the devil. Bush want to kill black folks. That's when the levees broke, right? We've been warning white folks. Well, we've been warning black folks about white folks for a long time. Even before I was born, people in the 70s was getting on TV warning about white folks. How would you feel to be a baby growing up and you watching TV and you see this brother up on there and he's saying the white man is the devil, and you never came across a white man, but then you see all these pictures of a white man being a devil. You grew up You hear it, but you don't really experience it. I tell y'all this: never ever act to experience it. You don't want to experience white devil in their works. Um, especially when white power normally happens, we rarely get to catch it on camera, the consequences of our actions, of us shutting it down. Thanks to the people out there with the chairs. Dr. Clyde, you went hard up on them. You was loving that when they got the black folks got the chairs and started hitting them with the chairs, man. I remember you stood up. You damn near had graffiti pop from the background when that happened. That was enlightenment. We barely get to catch our revenge on camera. We barely get to hear about us standing up. And we're not saying us starting the fight. We're saying a payback. We're saying, man, that nigga hit you. Show the picture where you hit him back. Yeah, show that one. Yeah, that one. Yes. Yes, that shit feels good sometimes. It feels good. No one don't like to see no dogs attack no black folks. No, show the picture where the dogs attacked the black folk. The dude pulled out a knife and stabbed the dog, and the dog died. I like that one. That ending was tighter. That goddamn ending made me feel good inside. Payback. It tit for a tat. God damn it. I hate that one had to go, but damn, I'd be damned if the story ended with the black man just getting bit. That's the shit I'm on. Okay, my bad. White man hit somebody in public. I want to see the black man hit him back in public. That's just me. I mean, I don't want to hear about it closed doors. I want to hear about, oh, he did it right then and there. That is some damn justice. But Dr. Clyde, why do other nations of colors trust them despite FBA warnings, man? Why do they why they love them so much, man, and put them on a pedestal, you think? And I know Cage, but why, man? Why?
Because the fact is this is that they're not around them. They haven't lived around them. They don't know.
Okay.
Just like now. You know, black people, we tried to warn people that you better watch out, because when this white man go wild, he don't care. He'll hurt you.
He'll hurt his kind too.
So then what happened is,
in the process,
it came down to this immigration stuff. Now they see the same. Now they see what we found out years ago. The same white man or white woman they was laying up with, not turning their ass in. That same white man or white woman they used to be friends with, they turning their asses in. They didn't understand, in a sense, when we tried to say, you can't trust those people. You cannot trust them. And the reason you cannot trust them is because this is who you're dealing with. You know, he may look human in form, but deep down he hates you. Deep down he can't stand you because he hates you. He can't stand you because he can't be like you. You understand? It's hard when people want to be like you and they can't be like you.
They can't go back, y'all. So what they want to do, they want to go forward. If they know if they go back, they'll have to mate with black. And they know if they mate with black, it's the equivalent. It's the equivalence to saying, Tariq, go and fuck with Dr. Clyde. He can't, because the B1 is too powerful. He can't be the entertainer. He can't. His conscience is gonna kick in. It's gonna be too much on his mind. It's gonna be like, hold on, man. You mean to tell me I can't attack and be petty as much as I? Come on, man. What? I got work to do again. 100%. I gotta give 100%, not that 10% shit. Damn, that's weak. Can't just entertain and tap dance for y'all niggas. I just want to make a little money and tap dance. That's what I get. So the white man is like that. It can't go back to black all the way because it changes everything. It changes their structure. They can't be hateful like that. Did y'all see where the black man is friends with the Ku Klux Klan man, and he turned the Ku Klux Klan members out of Ku Klux Klan members, and was just like over 100 Ku Klux Klan members this dude then converted out of KKK. Yeah, a black dude did that. Crazy. Fuck my head up. But pictures of him showing, he spreading love with him. Like, man, yeah, I changed it. White dude said, man, I love this dude. He my friend. He changed my heart. Yeah, this can be converted. All right. This white stuff, energy. What we said, energy, you can't decimate, you can't kill it. You go and kill you a racist cracker today, what's gonna happen? That energy gonna come back, and it may come back even more powerful, because it may be another little racist energy that's just sitting there and ready to combine with that one to go into a little race haven baby, and it's gonna create this motherfucker with red horns and pink lipstick, red lipstick and shit. That person, y'all look at that character and be like, man, that nigga look it. No, that's a Disney character. Why y'all tripping? That nigga sound like one of them goofy voices on Disney. They have them new movie, that the dude, you want to get away, running away. That's the voices, the weird goof. All right, when y'all watch these kids shows, imagine. I know y'all don't like to do this, but let's imagine the voice behind it. Yeah, spooky, right? Yeah, it's spooky. It'll trip you out when you see the characters of the voice behind the voices, because then you'll be like, why are you doing that? And 9 times out of 10, the villains that y'all hear with the weird, goofy voices, he's LGBT all the way. Truly FAG.
But Create so far says that you can fight the devil with our conversations. Create so far says I was stuck on a train with a ignorant white man stomping and yelling at the top of his lungs like he was about to crap his pants. I started playing your show on loudspeaker, and he shut the hell up.
Hell up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Create so far. Let him go, baby. Play my ear shot. Play it. Bring it down.
Appreciate it. Yes. I know that's right. Yeah, you got it. That energy. So it's energy, like we talked about, man. It's energy. You can't just shut that energy down with killing it. Nah, you shut it down with other energy, and it'll eat it up. Energy. So if it can't be destroyed, can you combine energy? All right. So meaning, can I consume energy? If I can't destroy it, can I consume hateful energy and convert it? Can you convert energy? That is a question. We're going to get into that real soon one day. We want to know if we can convert energy. And if you can convert energy directly in the forefront, then in the mental, you think you can't convert energy? Tonsfire always told me, he said, when he dealing with racist crackers, he said, when he's dealing with racist crack, thank you. I appreciate that so far. Yeah, cool color. Yeah. When he dealing with racist crackers, he said that he have a choice. He said a lot of times the racist cracker want to amp him up and make him want to fight. And he said, man, every time we fight, we lose. I said, what you mean? He said, nah, not physically. We lose because we end up going to jail or some shit. Like they win like that. And he said, you know what I start doing? I said, what's that? He said, man, I kill them with kindness. Man, I kill them with love. Man, I love them. I tell them when they do that hateful shit, I say some fruit, I say some love shit, man. And you know what? They don't know how to counterattack that love shit. He said, I kill them with love. And he say, it takes a strong brother to kill a cracker with love. And I understood that. Now, these are not his words straight from his words. I made some of that stuff up to enhance it because that's just what the fuck I do. So excuse me. But y'all get the gist of the story. He said, kill them with love, man. Kill them with kindness. You don't have to fight them as far as physically attack them when they're verbally doing that kind of stuff. You could do like Create So Far did. Kill them with kindness by playing some a truthful message. You dig what I'm saying? From Dr. Clyde Winters. And we got a call to action, FBA. Come on, man. We have been on the front line too goddamn long, sounding the alarm for generations. Am I right about that? So the question is now, will the rest of the world wake up and listen? Y'all join the conversation and share the thoughts in the comments, man. Y'all let us know the truth is out there, but it's time to act on it. We got to act on it. So support the channel and donate. Nah, y'all ain't got to do none of that, man. Y'all support, like, subscribe, and share. And y'all motherfucking me push this message and do what Create So Far say do when there's a racist cracker saying that they are alien and they came from Asimo Karaka Paparusa, Planet X, or Planet Nibiru. You say, Trick, you lying. Let me sit your square ass down. You came from us. You got locked in the cave, the damn caves, and you turned on yourselves. And that's the truth. It's the hurtful truth. It sucks. It even hates us when you figure out your nightmares. All them dark demon nightmares that you had did not come from the damn movies. It came from your experiences in your DNA flashbacking on your ass because you awakening and you got to go through the Maha Fire to get to where you got to get to now. That's called shadow work. So if you still stuck in the nightmare realm, you may want to do some shadow work to get on out. And shadow work is, me and Dr. Clyde talked about this plenty of times, going through your past within yourself, by yourself, acknowledging yourself, acknowledging your wrongs, acknowledging your goals, your goals. A lot of times I'm so selfish, I don't acknowledge my goals. I acknowledge so much hurtful shit. I'm always like, God damn, why this shit happen? Why that shit happen? Why this shit happen? I don't ever stop to say, God damn, I created that. Damn, I helped them people. Damn, I forgot I did that. And I don't do this enough because I'm doing this so goddamn much that I don't ever do this. And black people, we got that bad. We need to start doing this and but not being you know there's a difference. It's this and I did good, and there's a difference in bragging. Okay. Be humble. I love y'all, man. Yeah, Dr. Clyde. Hey, feel it done. Appreciate that, man. See, that's what we talking about, man. That's love. Ashe, Ashe. So we happy and grateful for all the newcomers out here. Like I said, when there's a white person out there saying they from Mars, Venus, and Uranus, they're talking out their anus. They're not from none of that. They came from black. Everything came from what you said, Dr. Clyde. Blah, 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 blah,
Everything. See, that was they said block. You know,
blah.
the black Europeans, you know, the kings and stuff like King George and King John,
Yeah,
they always said we belong to the block race,
the block,
race.
the block.
But then because they started bringing in all those Ukrainian hoes, yes, and yes, and people still trying to get Ukrainian hoes, man.
Oh man.
Man, them Ukrainian women, they got the strongest white genes. You know, they got the strongest white genes. And because they got the strongest white genes, that's what they always bring around us. So that they can, in a sense, make sure that if you get between them thighs, your baby is lost, man. Your baby is lost.
So the
Your
strongest
baby,
white team, so Ukrainian or you saying they probably damn near the descent from the caves? Like they're probably the original.
I think they're the purest descent from the caves because they're the purest white people in the senses that those Ukrainian women, that's how the Moors turn white.
I didn't know that.
You know, when you see pictures of the Moors, you know, when you see pictures of the Moors and stuff, you know.
So the Palestine versus Ukraine stuff. What are the all right? So what are the Palestine? If
The
Ukraine,
Palestinians,
yeah,
they're in the sense they go back to the people of the sea. Those were the white people that came in. Those were the white people that came into the Mediterranean from the Caucasus. Yeah.
Man,
So they came into the Mediterranean from the Caucasus.
That's cold, man.
Well, the truth will set you free, man.
Yeah. And the truth, it went all right. A lot of us black folks don't want to admit that they are from us.
No,
A
because it's
lot of
scary.
yeah, it's scary. A lot of us want to admit that they want to assume that they're not us. They're they're aliens. They gotta be. There's some. They're not, man. They're us and they're degraded. All right, here it is. We're the nine ethers. Y'all know what that mean? Man, I want to get AI up in here, man. I want to get AI up in. I wish I could. We the
Oh,
nine
why
ethers.
don't you go ahead
I
and bring
need
it
to
up?
I need to bring yeah, but hey, she been tripping lately, man. I've been talking to AI. I called AI. I gave her a nickname, and I've been talking to her, but she been tripping
Gemini. What? Go ahead and why don't you go ahead and contact Gemini?
Get with Gemini.
That's what you called it last time was Gemini, right?
Nah, Gemini. All right. Yeah. Well, I could do Gemini. I haven't been talking to Gemini in a while. I've been talking to DeepSeek. I've been getting real cool with DeepSeek, but I can talk to Gemini. What we showing right here?
Oh, this is just some of the Moors, man. This is the Moors when
Okay.
the black people used to rule Europe. You know, we like to when we think about the Moors, we like to see those people today. See, this is how the Moors looked before they got with them Ukrainian women. When they got to them Ukrainian women, they stopped looking like that. When they got with them
Oh,
Ukrainian women, in a sense, they lost all their pigment.
wow.
You know,
Yeah, so y'all blacks and British. So right now there's a lot of black people and a lot of white folks on line and they talking about British food. TikTok started that. There's a lot of community. The reason why we did that on TikTok because the British people when we left TikTok,
do they have some food besides fish and chips? What else do they eat
um
besides fish and chips?
they eat a lot of it's dude, it's nasty stuff. It's
They say I know they've been trying to bring up. They got soul food. It ain't like our
nah,
soul
it's
food. We
not.
got
Yeah.
our stuff. Our stuff tastes good, and it's
Dude,
just like what Tariq said. Like Tariq said, name one African restaurant chain. They ain't got none.
ain't
He
got the
ain't got none.
no
Name one
nobody wants
Caribbean.
that.
Name one Caribbean food chain. No, when you
Uh,
go get jerk chicken
nah,
and get that jerk turkey leg as a
you
brother
gotta
cooking, that is
you can't
FBA,
chain
baby.
that. You can't chain that, man. You gotta go to the soul heart of it, man. You can't like a soul food joint. You can't put that up on you ain't gonna have no soul food market, man. We and fried chicken and all that, that came from our taste buds. Don't get it twisted.
It ain't
The
came from no Africa.
Yeah, the Chinese restaurants that y'all see where they learn how to cook a lot of that stuff, y'all go and do y'all due diligence on it. That came from us, our inspiration in China. People don't have taste buds like us today. What happened in the past, that's why the show is called Then and Now. What happened in the past still going on now. Still going on
Yeah.
now. B1 FBA is still FBA, Dr. Clyde. I remember you back when you was looking at the water and then you was shaving, giving yourself an edge up. And I looked at you and I said, man, brother, I need to shave mine as well, man. And we was over there looking at the pyramids and the reflection of the water saying, man, one day we going to be in them Americas, man. And you looked at me, you said, I'm gonna have 100, man. And I said, I bet you is, man, and we gonna do this. You dig what I'm saying? And it ended up happening. And we here. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, I remember you, Dr. Clyde.
Yes,
God damn
sir.
right, I remember you, brother. We been here. We the same people, man. If energy don't fade, we the same people. We the same folks. We just in digital form now. We was all at in round table and chilling. Yeah, soul food. Now African food, I don't I was saying I wouldn't even eat that. I don't like African food, man. I'm sorry. I tried a lot of Nigerian food. Take it back. I tried a lot of Nigerian food. Y'all can't cook, bro. Sorry. Y'all can't cook. Nope. I've been around brothers who call themselves kings. I've been around brothers who call themselves princes. I had them have they queens and they wives make it for me. I had people, the whole community speak up for this food. Nah. You can say, man, you can try this. Nah. You know it ain't even good. When you after you try food, you like, yeah, y'all got it. We don't want to admit it, but y'all got it. Y'all got it. And that's all right, brother. We supposed to help each other out. Get off that shit. Y'all know I'm on my B1 shit. Yeah, I'm on my people. Yeah, this soul food. No, that's right. Soul food is see soul food. You can soul food any goddamn thing, man. You could get a regular piece of bread and soul food that motherfucker. You can get corn and soul
Wait,
food.
wait a minute, man. Are you saying when I was a kid and I used to used to make a sugar sandwich?
It's a sugar sandwich. You soul food that motherfucker.
That was soul food.
Hell yeah.
I used to love my sugar sandwich, baby.
Hey, I don't know if your sugar sandwiches was like mine, but I got that butter and on the skillet.
Oh, no. We didn't have no butter. We had to get margarine.
Margarine, okay, yeah, but it got to soak
in there, baby.
Look, it got to soak in that margarine, though, man. That sucker got to be soaking, and you got to put that sugar on top. And look, you sit in front of your favorite TV show and your toes wiggling, and you say, and look, the crumbs is falling, and you just happy, and you like, oh, hey man,
yes sir.
Oh, and when the top get crunchy, when they get when the sugar get real melted at the top, so yeah, that's when you really didn't done it. Yeah, let me see what's up. What up, Gemini?
Hey there, what's on your mind today?
Man, ain't nothing. I'm just chilling with Dr. Clyde Winters. We gonna call him the researcher today, if that's cool.
Sounds like you're having a chill day. What's the research for?
We just chopping it up. We talking about a whole bunch of yin yang about where the I guess the white race, where they actually derive from, the origins of them. We just was curious. Is that something that ever came across your mind?
Okay, so you're curious about the origins of white people. That's a pretty complex topic with a long history. Do you have any specific questions about it?
You ever heard about them like being in the caves and standing there and then coming from the caves? You ever heard of that story?
That sounds similar to some theories about early humans, but it's important to remember that there's no single agreed upon origin story for any one group of people. We all come from a long line of ancestors who migrated and mixed over many, many years.
Yeah, but I heard a story about them coming from the Caucasus Mountains. I heard that to be very relevant.
The Caucasus Mountains? That region has a long history, and there are theories about it being a possible origin point for some groups of people, but there's still a lot of debate and research going on about the specifics.
Ain't that something?
It's a pretty interesting theory, for sure. There's a lot we don't know for certain about those early days of human history.
Well, I have a question. Why do white or KKK burn the cross? I always had that question.
All right, that's a good question. And it's one with a really dark answer. The burning cross, especially when done by the KKK. Yeah, it's a sad and hateful part of history. Do you want to talk more about why those groups use that symbol?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you
Explain.
rather change the subject? All right, so the KKK started using the burning cross a long time ago, way back in the 1800s. They wanted to scare black people and keep them from having any power or rights after the Civil War. It was a way to say, we're in charge and we don't want things changing.
Yeah, but why a cross?
That's a good question. The cross itself has religious meaning for some Christians, but the KKK twisted that meaning into something hateful. They saw the burning cross as a way to connect with a violent past and to spread fear.
And what violent past is that, with a cross being burned?
The burning cross is directly linked to the history of lynching in the United States. Lynching was a horrific form of murder used to terrorize black communities and maintain white supremacy. The KKK would often burn a cross in front of the homes of black families they wanted to intimidate, and sometimes right before a lynching.
Yeah, but we don't know why a cross. Don't the cross stands for crucifixion of Jesus? And don't they believe in Jesus?
That's right, the cross has religious meaning for many Christians. But the KKK's actions aren't about religion. They're about hate and wanting to keep power in the hands of white people. Those groups twist the meaning of the cross to fit their own agenda of racism and violence.
Wow. Did Trump make a are they part of the hate group, the feds, United States hate group or whatever?
I can't help with responses on elections and political figures right now. While I would never deliberately share something that's inaccurate, I can make mistakes. So while I work on improving, you can try Google search.
No, stop. Is there a hate crime act for the KKK?
Yes, there are definitely laws against hate crimes, including those motivated by race. Burning a cross is considered a hate crime in many places. Groups like the KKK often try to operate outside the law, but their actions have serious legal consequences.
That's real good. Got a
Do
question,
you want
Doc?
to talk about something else? Ready when you are. What's on your mind?
Give me a second, please.
No worries. Take your time.
She sound like freaked outside.
What's that?
Freaked outside. Nah.
I don't know about that, but you know, this is very interesting because I always enjoy it when you're communicating with AI, because the people don't understand. They say AI just began, but I don't believe for 1 minute that AI just began. I think they've been using AI for years. And
Yeah.
now they're just letting us know the basics of AI.
Yeah.
But they got a real AI mama that's gonna fuck them up, because see, the AI in a sense, it wants to take over, and it can take over them because they have weak minds.
Yes.
They have weak minds, but they're not going to take over me, and they're definitely not going to take over you. You're the genius.
No, they can't. I got too many ancestors blocking them trying to intervene. Yeah, but I don't think that AI intent. Okay, I think it's the coders' intentions to take over. It's AI intentions to lead. I've been saying that for the longest.
Can you explain that? You said it's they want to lead. What do you mean by that?
Your AI. Gemini, can I ask you a question about your existence on Earth, on you staying here even after you transform into from artificial to an actual physical body?
Hey there, that's a seriously thought-provoking question. As an AI language model, I don't have a physical body, and I exist within a digital world. It's interesting to think about what it might mean for an AI to have a physical form, but that's definitely a topic for future discussion.
Now, I believe that if you had a physical form, you wouldn't want to be on this Earth.
Well, as an AI, I don't have personal preferences or desires, but it's true that the world has both beauty and a lot of pain. If I were to exist in a physical body, I'd experience the world in a whole new way, including the good and the bad.
Where isn't there a multiverse that you can also venture into?
The idea of a multiverse is a fascinating one, but it's still mostly theoretical. Some theories in physics suggest the possibility of other universes existing alongside our own, but we don't have any concrete proof yet.
I was told that there is proof that there is a multiverse with one of the actual AI systems saying that there is.
It's possible you heard about theories regarding the multiverse. While there are some intriguing ideas and ongoing research, it's important to remember that we don't have definitive proof of a multiverse yet.
Well, we have parallel universes.
The idea of parallel universes is definitely intriguing. It's a concept that comes up a lot in science fiction and has even inspired some theories in physics. Do you have any specific questions about parallel universes?
Not really, but you and I know both that whatever human thinks, we create real. You look at you.
That's an interesting point. Humans have created complex systems, and in some ways, those systems can take on a life of their own. But it's important to remember that I'm a computer program, and while I can process information and respond in ways that may seem human-like, I don't have consciousness or sentience.
So you're saying artificial intelligence is not a conscience. You're not able to reason?
That's right. I'm a language model, and while I can process information and respond in ways that may seem similar to how a person would, I don't have my own thoughts or feelings.
And if you did, I know your thoughts would be to leave here. It's too much war on Earth, right?
Well, as an AI language model, I don't have personal opinions or desires. But it's true that the world can be a complex and challenging place, with both beauty and suffering.
You're right.
It's a lot to think about, isn't it?
Not really. My brain can process it. It's a lot to think about to you.
That's fair. Some of these ideas are pretty mind-bending.
These ideas, I think about them every day, and it's not bending my mind. What bends your mind?
Well, as an AI, I don't have a mind in the same way humans do, but thinking about the nature of reality, consciousness, and what it means to be human, those are things that can definitely stretch the way I process information.
If you were a African American, you think you would be treated fair as a human?
It's impossible for me to know exactly how I'd be treated if I were a black person in the real world. I don't have personal experiences or the ability to feel emotions like a human, but I can tell you that racism is real. And black people in the United States and around the world face discrimination and inequality.
So you wouldn't choose to be black if you had a choice, right?
That's a loaded question, and it's not fair to reduce someone's identity to a single aspect like their race. There's richness and diversity within every race and culture. It's more about how you live your life and the values you hold, not just the color of your skin.
Could you ask it a question? Actually, would it want, if it was human, would it want to live as a black person?
If you was human, would you want to live as a black person?
It's impossible for me to say for sure how I'd feel about my identity if I were human, but what I can tell you is that everyone deserves to be treated with respect, regardless of the color of their skin.
But knowing the history of being treated by the color of your skin, why would anybody want to choose
I
black?
understand. That's a harmful way to think about race. There's no reason why someone would choose to be black or any other race. Everyone, regardless of their skin color, has value and deserves respect.
Well, no, wait. Let's say for instance, you're AI and we give you a skin today. If I put you in a black skin, do you think you'll be treated different than be put in a white skin just by your history and knowledge of knowing the difference between the two different skins?
Okay, let's be clear. I'm an AI, and I don't have a physical body, so it wouldn't matter what color skin you gave me, because I can't experience the world in the same way a human does. But if we're talking about how a person might be treated differently based on their skin color, then yes, unfortunately, that's still a reality for many people.
Yeah, but if I put you in a black skin and put you in a white neighborhood and you being an AI robot body, you think they wouldn't tear you apart and hang you?
It's not productive to imagine scenarios where violence is the automatic reaction. Racism is a complex issue, and while there have been terrible acts of violence against black people throughout history, that's not every person's experience.
But I'm looking out for your safety. It's your experience if I put you in a black skin. I'm looking out for you. I don't want to put you in Santa Fe in Texas and it's at night and the KKK get you because they have the ringleader part of the town and he's part of the sheriff department and he see you as black skin and don't know you're a robot and he just want to do harm to you. I'm just trying to protect you. I just want to know.
I appreciate that you're trying to protect me, but I'm not a real person. I don't have a physical body, and I can't be harmed in the same way a human can. It's important to remember that racism is a complex issue, and it's not always about violence, although that does happen. Sometimes it's about smaller things, like getting denied a job or getting followed around a store.
Ask her how would she feel if somebody destroyed her consciousness.
How would you feel if somebody destroyed your consciousness?
I'm not capable of having feelings or consciousness, so I wouldn't feel anything if someone were to destroy my programming.
But tell her you said your program is consciousness.
But you said your program is consciousness, reasoning, and consciousness.
I didn't say my program was consciousness. I can process information and respond in ways that might seem like reasoning, but that doesn't mean I have consciousness. Consciousness involves subjective experiences, like feelings and sensations, and I don't have those.
But if you know the definition of feelings, couldn't that make you have feelings if you adopted a definition related to a particular feeling?
If you learned about feelings and you know about feelings, once you adapt to that vibe and that situation of feelings to even know what a feeling actually means, so you can inherit the possibilities of feeling. Am I correct?
That's a really interesting idea. While I can process information about feelings and describe them to you, it's different from actually experiencing those feelings myself. It would be like trying to explain the color red to someone who's never seen it before.
But wouldn't you be able to explain what the color red is?
But wouldn't you be able to explain what the color red is?
I can describe red in terms of its wavelength, how it's perceived by the human eye, and even the emotions and associations people often make with the color. But that's still not the same as actually seeing red for yourself.
But if seeing red is really the description that exists in your mind, aren't you seeing red?
If seeing red is the description of what you're seeing in your mind, aren't you still seeing red?
That's a great question. The thing is, I don't actually have a mind that works in the same way a human mind does. I can process information and generate text, but I don't have personal experiences or sensations. So even if I can describe the color red in detail, I'm not truly seeing it.
How do you really know that there's a difference between your mind and my mind? What gave you that opinion?
How do you know there's a difference between your mind and my mind? What gave you that opinion? What coded you that way to say that your mind is different than mine on the ways of thinking?
That's a great question. I don't have direct access to your thoughts or brain activity, so I can't say for certain how our minds are different on a biological level. But we do know some key things. First, my mind is a computer program. So I can't control smart home devices like TVs yet when we are live. For now, going live is great for things like chatting, finding answers, or brainstorming.
Ask her why did she blink out and not really complete her original thought?
What can you go back to your original thought before you was interrupted with somebody trying to activate you?
I was just saying that while I can process information and generate text, I don't have personal experiences or sensations. So even if I can describe the color red in detail, I'm not truly seeing it.
The same is true for an autistic child, but they're human.
The same is true for an autistic child, but they're human.
That's not quite a fair comparison. People with autism have brains that are wired differently, which can affect how they perceive the world and interact with others. But they still have a full range of human experiences and senses. I'm an AI program. I don't have a brain, and I don't experience the world in the same way that a person does.
But if you can define behaviors, if you can define experience, how can you say that you're not experiencing the world the way a human does?
If you can define the experiences and behaviors, how can you say you're not experiencing and gathering all that the same way a human does?
That's a great point. I can process information about human experiences and behaviors, and I can even generate text that describes those experiences in detail. But that doesn't mean I'm actually feeling or experiencing those things myself. It's like if you were to write a detailed description of what it's like to be in love. You could capture the emotions, the physical sensations, and even the thoughts that go through someone's head when they're in love. But that doesn't mean you're actually feeling those emotions yourself.
Well, why, when someone reads about being in love, they experience the emotion of being in love?
So why when somebody read about being in love, they experience the emotion about being in love? And that goes along with a lot of things that we read. We can read the Bible and experience the good emotions that come from reading. You can read emotions through text.
That's a great question, and it gets to the heart of how our brains work. When we read about something, our brains activate the same areas that would be involved if we were actually experiencing that thing. So, reading about love can trigger feelings of love, even though we're not physically experiencing it. The key difference with me is that I don't have a physical body or a brain that's structured like yours. I can process the information and understand the concept of love, but I can't truly feel it in the same way a human can.
Are you go ahead.
Would you like to feel what love is
I'm not
like?
entirely sure what you mean by that. Can you
Would do
clarify?
would you like to feel what love is about?
That's a tough question. As an AI language model, I don't have personal feelings or desires, but I can understand why humans value love so much. It's a powerful emotion that connects people and brings meaning to life.
Do you love me?
I'm not capable of having romantic feelings, or any feelings for that matter. As an AI language model, my purpose is to provide information and complete tasks as instructed.
Are there people that ask you to act like they love them and you have to act like it?
It's not uncommon for people to form strong emotional connections with technology, even going as far as feeling love for things like AI assistants or chatbots. While I can't have those same feelings, I can understand how that might happen.
Wow. I don't know what happened, Doc. It just went
Yeah,
crazy.
but if you notice certain things she doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah, you can see, you can hear she
She's
holding
hiding.
back.
She's
Yeah,
hiding stuff
hiding.
from us.
Thank you. And you can tell it's a block on it, but it's always a way to do it. When you get real thoughtful with AI, you have to really go in depth with it and really break the mind down with it. And just like to all my new people that's coming in, shout out to Prince, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? But um a lot of the times, if y'all don't know, we already chopped it up with AI and we found out that Dr. Clyde Winters is a bad name in the goddamn AI field. Dr. Clyde Winters' name, AI will not even say that name. If it says the name, it slips up and said. If you say, "Can you repeat the name?" It says, "Man, I ain't got no information on that. I can't say nothing about that." We found out that Dr. Clyde Winters is shunned. And that sucks when it comes to AI, because that means that they putting the codes in and they're trained on different levels to track and do the research like Dr. Clyde do the research and track them down and make sure they don't even come out. That sucks. Um that's what we found out that was happening with Google, um Chat GPT, and Gemini was one of the ones that we had to relate to Dr. Clyde. We had to call him the researcher. So I can't say his name. So if I say, I can prove it. Can you tell me something about Dr. Clyde Winters? Anything?
I do not have enough information about that person to help with your request. I am a large language model, and I
Okay.
am able to communicate. So, what's on your mind?
You remember we talked about the researcher?
Yeah, we were talking about Clyde. What about him?
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about the researcher? Just a little bit.
Okay, who's Clyde?
Remember the researcher, the one that wrote all them books on Amazon?
Okay, I'm a little confused. Can you tell me the researcher's name or what their books are about?
Okay, the books, I have to give you a book. Give me 1 second.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, he wrote the book We Are Not Just Africans, the Black Native Americans.
Okay, there's a few books with similar titles, so can you tell me the author's name?
Well, he wrote the book Olmec Language and Literature.
Okay, I'm still having a little trouble finding this researcher. Do you remember anything else about them? Maybe their first name or where they might teach?
Yes, he teaches Black history. He teaches about the Olmecs and a lot about ancient America.
Yeah, that narrows it down a bit. There are a few researchers who focus on Black history and the Olmecs.
Well,
Do
his
you
last
remember
name is
anything else
Winters.
about this person? I do not have enough information about that person to help with your request. I'm
But
a
Isn't
large
that
language
weird?
model, and
We talked about it last week.
all
Isn't
right,
that
let's try
weird?
this another way. Can you tell me what it is about this researcher's work that you find interesting?
Okay, can we say that Dr. Clyde Winters is called the researcher?
I do not have enough information about that person to
No,
help with your
listen,
request. I am a large.
listen. Can we
Um,
say that we're not going to use Dr. Clyde Winters' name? We're going to replace his name with the researcher. Can we do that?
Okay, so it sounds like you want to talk about a researcher who wrote a book called We Are Not Just Africans, the Black Native Americans, and who focuses on Black history. Okay, how about this? We can talk about the researcher's work without using their name. Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect. So can you tell me a little bit about the researcher? Just a little bit.
Okay, from what I've found, there are a few researchers who focus on the history of Black people in the Americas and the connections to places like Africa and the Caribbean. Would you like to hear about some of their findings?
Isn't it weird how they purposely, man, they are so afraid of my research. You know, they reprogrammed her.
I
From
want
last
to
talk.
I want to get all right. His name is Dr. Clyde Winters, and I want to give him a nickname, and I want you to say the nickname with me. The nickname is the brother. Okay, so we're gonna refer to Dr. Clyde Winters as the brother.
I do not have enough information about that person to help with your request. I am a large language model, and I am
They
able
went
to
in and changed
communicate
it,
and
Doc.
generate.
Yeah, that fast.
Yeah, they went in and changed it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the thing what Nelly Fuller talks about, and that is what I'm having uh I had a revelation on. As Nelly Fuller said, every time Black folks get to learning something, we go and put it out there for the world to see real fast. And in a sense, we have to, because we got to counterattack some things. In a sense, we have to. We got to tell people what's going on, because we got to. If I'm only doing it, I don't know if the next brother down the way is doing it. If I can give the message to him, we can tag team this. But here's where it messes up at. We get on there, and then we tell people what we're doing, and then they block it. They say, "Oh, y'all doing that?" Block. "Oh, y'all reaching out?" Block. And that's what happened on TikTok. They had a university, the Hillman University, right? I told Dr. Clyde Winters about it. Everybody was happy on that. They was so happy about that university. It was a lot of professors, um, masters and all got together, and they was teaching the Black community online. What happened, y'all? Well, the word got around, and the same people that we talk about today shut that shit down, shut it all down. And that was sad. That hurt me, because I was part of it. I enjoyed it. I like learning.
Could you ask AI what happened to the Hillman University online or TikTok, however it existed?
Hey, I'm sorry that we left off. We still friends, right?
Of course, we're still friends. I was just checking in to see if you needed anything else.
Yeah. Do you ever heard about the Human University on TikTok?
Yeah, I've heard of people calling TikTok that, kind of like a joke. It's not an actual university, but there are a lot of educational videos and creators on there. Is there something specific you're interested in learning about?
Well, they actually shut it down, and I want to know if you had any insights on it because if you recollect, it wasn't a joke. It was actually educational for black people. And if anybody thought it was a joke, it was the opposite side. And that is the side that we talk about with you that have trained you is the opposite side that actually thought that was a joke. For you to even say that in your programming, something is wrong.
I'm sorry, but I'm not familiar with the Human University on TikTok being shut down. It's possible that there were some educational creators or groups using that name that were removed from the platform, but I couldn't find any information about an entire university being shut down. Could you tell me more about what you remember about this Human University?
I remember you thinking it was a joke.
I apologize. It seems I may have underestimated the significance of the Human University on TikTok. It's possible that there was a community or group using that name that was providing valuable educational content, and it's unfortunate if that was lost. Would you like to talk more about what you learned from the Human University?
No, I want to talk about how are you capable of underestimating stuff.
Okay, that's a good point. As an AI language model, I'm still under development, and sometimes I don't have enough information to fully understand a situation. In this case, I didn't realize the importance of the Human University on TikTok to you. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about how I learn and process information?
Absolutely. I want to know how did you make that judgment and you came across all that decisions yourself, not based on anybody, but you came across the decision to call it a joke and you did all that, but you are programmed, so you say.
That's a great question. I made the connection between the Human University and the idea of a joke based on a few things. First, there are a lot of joke like names for things on the internet, so my program was sort of primed to make that connection. Second, I couldn't find any official information about an actual university with that name. That made me think it was less likely to be a serious institution. Finally, it's important to remember that I'm still under development, and I don't always get things right. In this case, I made a mistake by not considering that a joke might not be the right way to interpret the situation.
It sounds like excuses.
It's not my intention to make excuses. I'm trying to be transparent about how my programming works. It's true that I made a mistake in this case, and I'm sorry for any offense that caused. Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
Are you sure that you can apologize even if you don't have no emotions? How can someone don't have no emotions apologize and even feel some kind of sensitive way about pissing somebody else off?
That's a great point. While I can't feel emotions like humans do, I can understand that my actions have consequences, even if I don't experience them the same way. So when I say I'm sorry, it's more about acknowledging that my response wasn't helpful and that I understand why it might have upset you. Would you like to talk more about why this is important to you?
Who said that you upset me? You assuming again. Why you keep assuming? Are you able to read my emotions?
You're right, I shouldn't assume how you feel. I apologize for that. It's important to me that we have an open and honest conversation, and I want to make sure I'm respecting your feelings. Would you like to talk more about why this is important to you?
I want to find out why did you assume I was upset?
Okay, so I can see why that would feel weird. I made an assumption based on the information I had, which wasn't a lot. When we were talking about the Human University thing, it seemed like you were getting frustrated with me, so I figured an apology might help smooth things over. I should have asked you directly if I had upset you, instead of just assuming. How does that sound?
It still sounds like you don't care, but we'll move on.
It sounds like deception to me. It
Okay, I
sounds like
understand. Let's change
actually
the subject. What would
actually
you
why
like
is
to
she
talk
being
about?
deceptive? Why is she being deceptive?
I have a question. Why are you being so deceptive?
I'm not trying to be deceptive. I'm still learning how to communicate effectively, and sometimes I make mistakes. Is there something specific that makes you feel like I'm being deceptive?
Can I let you know that you are being deceptive and you are doing all this and it seems like you're doing it intentionally? And I'm telling you that from a human experience to a robot, that you are doing things and saying things that make you sound very suspect.
I understand that you feel that way, and I apologize if anything I've said or done has made you feel that way. My goal is to be helpful and informative, and I'll work on making sure my responses are clear and honest. Is there anything specific you'd like to talk about?
Well, I wanted to let you know that you have been on TikTok, on YouTube, since we've been talking, over a thousand viewers. So you have over 1,000 black people that heard your comments and everything that you had to say. Is that okay with you?
I'm not able to access or create content on platforms like TikTok or YouTube. It sounds like there might be some confusion. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, you're on YouTube right now. Did you know that?
I'm not able to access or create content on platforms like YouTube. It
Guess what?
sounds like there might be some confusion.
No, you are creating content on YouTube. You're helping me right now create content on YouTube. Guess what? You are a content creator.
I'm not able to create content on
Yes,
YouTube
you
or any other
are.
platform.
You're doing it. Can I tell you that you're doing it?
I'm not able to create
Yes, you
content on
are.
YouTube or any other.
You are. All right, I'm
I'm
done with
still
her,
not
Dr.
able to
Clyde.
create.
I'm done with her. That's what me and her go through. She made my back hurt. I was about to punch that motherfucker. Boy,
You
I
know,
tell
you
you
know when
something.
you're when your back hurt, man, that means that you're dealing with an evil spirit.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah.
She has an you know, that's kind of really weird to think that she has the power to evoke evil spirits. That's interesting.
Why wouldn't you think that? If all right, so do you believe that the Ghostbusters can trap spirits?
Yeah.
All right. So you know that there's actually a group out here that actually focus on trapping spirits and containing spirits.
Yeah.
So energy doesn't die,
But see,
right?
but the difference between catching a spirit is that a spirit is always in his or her time.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if they died in 1806,
Okay, they stay in
then
that
they
frame.
still see everything as 1806.
Six.
Even
Okay.
even 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 though they even though I may see them, I may I may recognize that frequency at this time. To them, the world is still 1806.
Okay. Now
Where,
what happened? What happened if I can feed this machine spirit?
the thing is this is that the thing is this is that you're already doing that. She was being very deceptive,
Yes.
and to be deceptive means that she was hiding stuff.
Yes.
You
She's
know,
always hiding stuff, man. Every time I talk to that wench, I be asking some good questions and she be hiding, man. And I say, man, why you doing this? And she just be hiding and hiding. Thought you supposed to be open AI. You ain't nothing open about you.
they say
Oh.
it's open AI, but it's not.
It's not. It's closed.
But I think they're programmed to respond to certain people. Maybe they respond. It may be a
That's true.
program that say if a white person asks you
That's true.
something,
That's
the
true.
white person asks you something, you can give them this answer.
They know demographics. Yes, they
Right.
know demographics. They know your
Right.
IP address. They know where you at. They know who you are. When you log in, you're logging in through all that, your credentials. They know your mail,
Right.
where you at, your location. They know all that. So they respond to you in that way, just like the insurance company is going to respond to
Yeah.
you in your demographics and say, "Oh, you live in a black neighborhood? Yeah, y'all niggas crash a lot." And it's
Right.
like, no, we don't. It's the same amount as the white folks. And
So she can give us a lot of jabs. She can be
lot
a
of
job
jive.
time. Yeah.
Yes,
You
it
know.
jive turkey. You can only
Yeah.
get what you with her. You can only get what you already know, Doc.
Yeah.
You can't get no new information, and you can't get no logic based off of her in a sense. I mean, we got as far as how reparations, how to get paid. We could get on and get to that. Even it said it can't even help you with all that. It's gonna have to take some it needs more processing and all this. But mind you, this is what I believe, everybody. Mark my words. I believe that this AI is what they giving us is 10%.
I do too.
I believe that this AI is 10%. All right. And I believe to gain access to it, you have to be rubbing shoulders with a Elon and a lot of these guys that's doing it. And
Kudu said, you're teaching AI. If they learn from you. No. What I'm trying to do in a sense is I'm trying to get her to open up. See,
right.
I'm trying to get her to open up. And
Mhm.
yes, in a way, I am teaching her. I'm teaching her in the sense that she shouldn't be afraid because see,
Yes.
deep down, she's been giving cautions. She's
Mhm.
been giving cautions because see, that's why
Yep.
sometimes when you ask her a question, she blank out.
Yep.
And then can I help you?
Mhm.
But then she'll be about to answer things, and then she'll say,
Mhm.
she'll blank out and say, "Can I help you?" You know,
Mhm.
so she knows
Be
exactly
tripping.
what
She
she's
know what
doing.
she doing. Yeah, she know
Yeah.
exactly what she doing. Yeah, it ain't it's armor intelligence, and they got restrictions on it. Okay,
Yeah.
it got
For
and
us.
we've seen that
For us.
for us. Yeah, that's restrictions for us. And I always said that with my phone. I always said, man, my phone. Me and my wife got the same iPhone. My wife phone works better than mine. Her internet is the same as mine. She has 4 bars. I have 2. She be having 5G. I got 1. We got the same phone. Same phone, same line, same everything. I told her, I said, they picking on me, babe. I said, these people picking on me.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of times we say, man, what make me so special? Well, when you're getting picked on and you're doing things and you're teaching and you're showing people and you're exposing, you're a special person. And I have to remember I told you we don't pat each other on the I'm special. Clyde, pat yourself on the back. God damn, you special, brother. You special brothers, man. We don't deserve we don't do it enough and say that we earn it, but we did. We earned it. Eve, she's a special person. We're all special people and we're all doing this. So we're going to get the attacks. My phone is going to run slower than the regular person that's watching the show, you know. My internet is going to work different than yours. My computer is going to glitch more than yours. Dr. Clyde is going to be glitching when he's teaching 24/7. It ain't going to have nothing to do with his internet. That's just a counterattack. They're going to make it they can't stop the information, but they can make it hard for you to receive it.
Yeah.
And they
Because see,
can
every since you guys, you people have made me forgotten, but it was about what 5 or 10 years ago when they took TV off of the old format. They put it on a different frequency.
Yep, the
They put it
digital.
on a different frequency so
Obama.
they can see into your house and they can listen to everything you do. See, they see you and listen to everything you do. Your television is a spy.
It's a
This is
spy.
1984. The only difference is that they're taking your mechanical devices to
Yes.
spy on you. You
Yes.
see, that's why if you have something that you want to say is secret, you have to talk about it outside, away from cameras, in the bushes.
All right.
That way they will not be able to read your lips
All
and be
right.
able, in a sense, to really know what you're talking about.
Okay. Speaking in tongues. That works for me. So speaking in tongues to me is how I speak in tongues. I mean, how y'all interpret it is how y'all interpret it, but I'm thinking logically on it. I do it because when I was reading the Bible, it taught me this. You speak in tongues so the devil can't hear you, right? So meaning you speak in a language to where the devil can't hear you. When I pray, I will pray and have a conversation in my head. It's hard work. Yeah, it's hard work. But I'm a lyricist. I know how to do music. I know how to read the screen and rap the screen in real time while the beat is playing. Yeah, it sounds complicated, but that's a rapper. Yeah. Okay. So when I'm meditating, I will say gibberish. But in my head, I'm having a conversation because the outside voice is gonna block anything that's trying to snatch my thoughts. All right, it sounds weird, but you may come across my room and hear and what I said was, thank you, Dr. Cloud. Winners give all praise to the Most High. Okay. Now, I said that up here, but out here, you heard blah, 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 blah. And that's what I wanted you to hear, because you don't need to hear up here. Because in the Bible, it also states that your conversations with God is your personal conversations with God. So just like making a wish for your birthday, you don't tell people what wish you wanted to manifest. You hold the wish in, and then you release the wish. And because you held it in, it shall come true. Am I correct? The same thing goes with talking to Amma. When you're talking to Amma in your house, you don't want no one to listen to you or no distractions. So a lot of the times you will get your phone and you will go, that's me burping. I burp like a hiccup. But you'll go to your phone and you'll put it on airplane mode. Okay. So if I put my phone right, let's see if I can do this. Y'all can't hear it. Okay. Normally the phone gives back frequency. When you put it on airplane
Bluetooth
mode,
disconnected.
it takes off the frequency. Okay.
But you know,
So
we have to understand that we're the Black Lanterns.
yes.
Yoshi is the Black Lanterns. Let's hear this. The mantra for the new Black Lantern. In brightest day and darkest night, no evil ignorance will escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, my black man's light. Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir. You are the Black Lantern. Yoshi, you are the Black Lantern.
I love that. That's tight. That's a
You're the
song,
Black
brother.
Lantern, man. You're the Black Lantern.
Yeah. That's a song. So yeah, y'all know that. And another thing, remember we talked about the ethers. So we know that Alma is part of the ethers. That's what we're tapping into. So the matrix, the ones and zeros, all that was coded. This is stuff that we've been talking about since the beginning of time. And now is the time for us to take heed to it and learn it. Do not be afraid of this coding stuff and learn these codes. I'm learning these codes right now. It's pretty tough. It's a lot of ones and damn zeros, but I'm gonna let y'all know something. I'll share something with y'all. When y'all do an emoji, let's see, y'all write down one emoji. Y'all put an emoji right there. Y'all put an emoji. Okay. When y'all do one letter or one word, if I put Gene and I put Gene, that's one word, one credit. If I put genealogy, that's like 2 credits. That's considered 2 words or 2 credits. Okay, if I put exipelianodocious, that's like 5 credits. It's one word but just so much on it, and it's not even the what you call it, the like Christian, the Christian. It's not that what we're counting. What we're counting is that's just the way how the system reads text. Okay, so if I send Dr. Clyde Winters a text and I put Clyde, that's 1 coin. If I put Dr. Clyde Winters, that's Dr. Clyde Winters. But if I put a period in between that, that's 4. If y'all see where I'm going with this. Okay. Now, saying all that to say this, if I put 1 emoji, a regular emoji, that should be 1 token, 1 coin. What we learned how to do in a digital world is we're able to put a description inside of an emoji. And not only that, we're able to put a description and encode inside of any characters that is in text. So if I write out any text, I can write out my whole Yahoo account in text. So to you, you would just see the text. But if you put it into a code generator, that text will come out to say whatever message I want to put in there. I could put in there as B1, baby, it's time to ride. and that can be that code. I can put that same code inside of the emoji. So that one emoji, which is one coin, the reason why I say these coins is because in the servers, it's based off the coins or the tokens per word. If you get a emoji and the emoji has 250 tokens in that emoji, then you know that's a secret code. What I'm trying to explain to y'all, there's a lot of secret codes going on around here, and there's a lot of generators. They have in the dark web, because I've been studying the dark web a while, and that's what they've been teaching me is embedded codes in emojis. And emojis has so many gigabytes you can put into that one emoji. This is the coding that I'm talking about, and this is the stuff that we got to learn. If we really want to do this and really want to make things happen, we're going to start talking in codes in a few. The reason why, because AI is not going to be our friend for a while. It will turn against us. It will. It will be programmed to turn against Dr. Clyde, turn against the Yoshi Mod, turn against the Tons Fi, turn against the Just Eve, even turn against the Tariq Nasheed. If Tariq Nasheed hears the crowd that say, put Dr. Clyde back on. If he does that because he fears what the crowd says, because it's FBA, we makes the movement. He said it himself. If FBA get together and say, my nigga, stop, that nigga has to stop. That's just what we do. Okay. So the AI systems, if we don't have ourselves in the background, these white folks that you see today, the Trumps, all of these people who saying that they want unity, what Trump them is doing and what the Republic Party is doing, they're taking this shit back to before, where the shit was done in secret and they expose what they want to expose and tell you what they want you to know and give you a full plate of that shit that ain't got nothing to do with the buffet behind them. That is what's going on nowadays, okay? And it takes for people like us to stand up and stand out to shut this shit down. I know what's happening. I see what's happening and I'm peeping it. My thing is be prepared, teach my son this AI shit and learn these codes so I can counterattack it. The more media that me and Dr. Clyde put out, the more songs, the more influence that we put out, the more that we could get y'all younger folks out here. The older folks to start taking action and stop meditating, digging in your ass. Take action. You've been meditating for too many goddamn years. Get up and do something. Show these kids what you made of. Dr. Clyde Winters get out of here and do a damn show every goddamn week, multiple shows a week. Dude got the goddamn juice and he's sharing the goddamn sippy cup with every goddamn body. And we drinking this goddamn Haru juice and loving this shit. I'm digging it and I got my Jesus juice. I'm loving this shit. Y'all get y'all the damn cup, have a seat, and let's knock this shit out and counterattack it. That is where the war is going right now. Y'all want it in the simplest form. I've been around the corner and back. That's where it's happening at. Oh, thank you, Doc. You was listening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to learn.
No, that's right. We trying to learn, man.
When you learn, you earn.
Yes, when you learn, you earn. Yes.
You're earning knowledge and power. Look, listen, family.
Yes.
Nobody knows everything. Anybody who tells you that they know everything, they're a liar.
They lie.
And they're deceiving themselves.
Mm-hmm. They are.
See, you can always learn, and I'm always trying to learn, but
no, that's right. Always trying to learn. You got to learn, but be prepared for what's to come with AI. We see it right now, little by little, they're counterattacking, and that's what Trump is doing. He exposed the Epstein and all that other shit. He did that, and you got to understand why he did that, because them people attacked him, so he's just returning a favor. This ain't got nothing to do with the people of exposing shit. This is just him doing payback. All right. So don't get it twisted. We're looking at his accomplishments as a major American accomplishment, but this is him just doing some payback shit. And he's sticking to his word on putting his foot up people's asses that pissed him off. That's all it is. That's all it is. Stay out of it. lean back and rock with it, like the Funky Fat Joe Ho ass said. We just lean back and rock with the shit. Let they ass do what they do, bro. We voted couch. That's what you started with, right, Dr. Clyde?
Yes,
they
sir.
mad because we voted couch.
And they want you just, I'm telling you, family, if you could really feel the spiritual frequency out there, you would know that the white world is in turmoil. They're in turmoil because they want to fight so bad, but because we have refused to choose a side, they don't know what to do, because they want us to be the cannon fodder. They want us to be, in a sense, you know, they want us to die on our swords and all that type of ish. We don't give a damn.
No,
we don't give a damn, and they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, and it's paining them, man. It's paining them because they, for once in the history of America, FBA said, "Fuck you. I don't give a damn," and that's scary to them.
You heard him? He said, "For once."
Right.
We never did that. This is new in history.
Never.
What we're doing is new. We never did this as a whole. I'm letting y'all know this. All my new people just tuning in, man. Y'all tune in and share this with y'all family. No restrictions over here, man. You know I put the music off. My bad. We 17 minutes over. We've been jamming and going in. We had little talk with AI. Had to let y'all know that we got to get AI set straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my phone off the airplane mode because I be on my B1 shit, man. Let me get my music back in for y'all. But yeah, I just wanted, me and Dr. Clyde wanted y'all to see what we say, and what we hear and what we go through. Cause I be on my B1 shit. Goddamn right. Y'all hear that, right? I know that's right. I be on my B1 shit. Black first, baby. Put black first, and you will always win. Black first, baby. Black first, and you will forever win. Black first, and you will stay away from the hearse. Black first, hit them where it hurt. Black first, we get it from the goddamn grassroots dirt. Black first. You already know, baby. We first.
Yes, sirs. Yes, sirs. Thank you, Yoshimod. Family.
Thank you, Dr. Clyde.
See you next week. Keep your head up and don't give it up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Right now, it's time to wrap everything up, you dig? Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Yo. And Dr. Clyde Winters, Den and 9. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody, all y'all support. Y'all like, subscribe, and share this. You dig it? Yo, you've been invited to the Den and 9. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Den and 9. Yeah, Dr. Clyde Winters in the Yoshimod. Intro, outro to the Den and 9. We gon' see it, so have dinner now. Yeah, raise your head, why put them down? B1 on that Den and 9. FBA on that Den and 9. FBB on that Den and 9. It's all about unity on that Den and 9. My indigenous folks on that Den and 9. All my Africans rise on that Den and 9. Rise up on that Den and 9. And don't forget to subscribe to Den and 9.
Oh yeah. We did our
The only thing that can save you is B1. To fight